If I told you that you could predict, down to the year, when your money will double, would that change how you invest? Of course it would, because suddenly you're not just throwing money into an account and crossing your fingers. You're building a machine where you know exactly how every piece works, how fast it runs, and what you need to do to make it run faster. Most people will work 40 years, save every month, watch their balance grow, and still never actually double their real purchasing power. Not because they're doing something wrong, but because nobody ever told them the truth about how long it actually takes. And here's the thing that makes this even worse. The difference between doubling your money in 30 years versus 5 years isn't just time. It's the difference between retiring comfortably and retiring wealthy, between financial stress and complete freedom, between working until you're 70 and having options at 50. And I'm going to show you exactly how to make that happen using math that's been proven for over a century, backed by real data, and used by every serious investor who's ever built lasting wealth. So here's what most financial advisors won't tell you up front. They'll talk about diversification, they'll mention risk tolerance, they'll show you fancy charts. But they rarely start with the one number that matters most, how fast your money actually multiplies. Because once you understand that number, everything else becomes clear. You stop guessing, you stop hoping, you start calculating. And that's when real wealth building begins. The tool that makes this possible is called the Rule of 72. And it's so simple that you can do the math in your head in about 3 seconds. Here's how it works. Take the number 72 and divide it by your annual return rate. The answer tells you how many years it takes to double your money. That's it. If you're earning 8% per year, 72 divided by 8 equals 9. Your money doubles in 9 years. If you're earning 12%, 72 divided by 12 equals 6. Your money doubles in 6 years. If you're stuck in a savings account earning 1%, well, 72 divided by 1 is 72 years. You'll be doubling your money sometime around the age of 100. Now, this isn't some random formula someone made up. It's based on the mathematical principles of logarithmic growth, and it's been tested against actual investment returns for decades. The accuracy is remarkable. For returns between 6% and 10%, which is where most long-term investments fall, the Rule of 72 is within a few months of the actual doubling time. Even at higher returns like 15% or 20%, it's still accurate within about a year. But here's where it gets interesting. Knowing the formula is one thing. Actually using it to build wealth is completely different. Because the real power isn't just calculating how long something takes. It's understanding what you can do to make that time shorter. And that's what separates people who use this knowledge to build serious wealth from people who just think it's a cool math trick. So let's talk about what actually determines your doubling speed. There are 5 major factors, and every single one of them is within your control to some degree. The first factor is your rate of return. This is the obvious one, but most people completely misunderstand how it works. They think earning 10% instead of 7% is just a nice little bonus. Let me show you why that's wrong. At 7% annual return, your money doubles every 10.3 years. If you start with $10,000 at age 25 and let it grow until 65, that's 40 years. In that time, your money doubles roughly 4 times. After the first doubling at 35, you have $20,000. After the second at 45, you have $40,000. After the third at 55, you have $80,000. And after the fourth at 65, you have $160,000. Not bad. By the way, I opened a free community where I show you how to be successful with YouTube and how to be on the right path in this unstable economy. Even if you start from zero, it's easy and free. There's the link below, back to before. Now let's change just one variable. Instead of 7%, you earn 10%. At 10%, your money doubles every 7.2 years. Same $10,000, same 40 years. But now you get 5 doublings instead of 4. First doubling at 32, you have $20,000. Second at 39, you have $40,000. Third at 46, you have $80,000. Fourth at 54, you have $160,000. And here's the kicker. You get a 5th doubling at 61, giving you $320,000. Same starting amount, same time period. The only difference was 3% more annual return. And you ended up with literally twice as much money. That extra doubling, that 5th cycle, happened because you shortened each doubling period by just 3 years. Over 40 years, those 3 years per cycle, added up to enough time for one complete extra doubling, and that one doubling represented $160,000 of additional wealth. This is what people mean when they say small differences compound into massive results. It's not motivational talk, it's mathematical reality. Every percentage point of return you can add shortens your doubling time and creates space for more cycles. And more cycles means exponential growth that most people never experience because they settle for mediocre returns. Now let's talk about the second factor, which is inflation. This is the silent killer of wealth, and it's the reason why nominal returns and real returns are completely different things. Your nominal return is what you see in your account. Your real return is what matters for your actual purchasing power. Let's say you're earning 6% in a bond fund. Sounds decent, right? Using the rule of 72, that's a 12-year doubling time. But if inflation is running at 3%, your real return isn't 6%, it's 3%. And at 3%, your doubling time isn't 12 years, it's 24 years. You thought your money was doubling every 12 years, but in terms of what it can actually buy, it's taking twice as long. The data on this is clear. From 1926 to 2023, the average inflation rate in the United States was about 3% per year. During that same period, the S&P 500 returned an average of about 10% per year. So the real return after inflation was roughly 7%. That means in nominal terms, your money doubled every 7.2 years. But in real purchasing power terms, it doubled every 10.3 years. That 3% inflation cost you an extra 3 years on every doubling cycle. This is why you can't just look at returns in isolation. You have to think about real growth, because money that doubles on paper but can't buy more than it did before isn't really growing. It's just keeping pace. Real wealth building only happens when your returns exceed inflation by a meaningful margin. The third factor is fees and taxes. And this is where most people lose years of growth without even realizing it. Every dollar you pay in fees or taxes is a dollar that can't compound. And when you lose compounding on those dollars over decades, the cost becomes staggering. Let's run the numbers. Say you have $100,000 invested in a fund that charges 1% in annual fees. Over 30 years, assuming a 9% gross return, that 1% fee will cost you approximately $64,000 in lost growth, not $30,000, which is what you'd get if you just multiplied 1% times $100,000 times 30 years. But $64,000 because you're losing the compounding on those fees every single year. Now add taxes. If you're in a taxable account and you're paying 20% capital gains tax every time you rebalance or take gains, you're effectively reducing your return by another 1 to 2% depending on your trading frequency. Combine fees and taxes, and what looks like a 9% return is now a 6% or 7% real after-cost return. Your doubling time just went from 8 years to 10 or 11 years. Over a 40-year investing career, that's the difference between 5 doublings and 4 doublings. Another entire cycle lost. This is why tax-advantaged accounts like 401s and IRAs are so powerful. They don't eliminate taxes, but they defer them, letting your money compound without the annual drag of taxation. And why low-cost index funds have become so popular. A fund charging 0.1% instead of 1% gives you back almost an entire percentage point of return. Over decades, that 1 point can mean hundreds of thousands of dollars in additional wealth. The fourth factor is contributions. And this is the one that most people underestimate. They think doubling only happens to the money already invested, but regular contributions supercharge the process because they add fresh capital that immediately starts its own doubling cycle. Here's an example. Let's say you start with $10,000 and earn 10% per year with no additional contributions. After 7.2 years, you have $20,000. After 14.4 years, you have $40,000. After 21.6 years, you have $80,000. After 28.8 years, you have $160,000. That's 4 doublings over about 29 years. Now let's run it again, but this time you add $500 per month. After 7 years, you've contributed an additional $42,000. And with growth, your account has about $85,000. After 14 years, you've contributed $84,000 total, and your account is around $230,000. After 21 years, you've contributed $126,000, and your account is approximately $520,000. After 29 years, you've contributed $174,000, and your account is over $1 million. Same return, same time period. But by adding regular contributions, you went from $160,000 to over $1 million. You didn't just double 4 times. You created an entirely different financial outcome. Because every contribution you make starts its own compounding journey. The $500 you invest today will double. The $500 you invest next month will double. And the earlier contributions get more time to run through multiple doubling cycles, while the later ones are just beginning. This is why starting early is so critical. It's not just about giving your initial investment time to grow. It's about giving every single contribution the maximum possible time to compound. Someone who invests $500 a month from age 25 to 35 and then stops will end up with more money at 65 than someone who starts at 35 and invests $500 a month until 65, even though the second person contributed 3 times as much. The first person's contributions had more time to double more times. The fifth factor is discipline. And this is the hardest one because it's entirely psychological. Compounding only works if you let it work. The math is perfect, but humans aren't. And the moment you panic during a market downturn and pull your money out, you break the cycle. You stop the doubling process right when it's most important to stay invested. The data on this is brutal. According to studies from Dalbar, the average equity investor underperformed the S&P 500 by about 4% per year over the 20-year period ending in 2022. Not because they picked bad investments, but because they bought high, sold low, and constantly interrupted their compounding by reacting emotionally to market movements. Think about what that means. If the market returned 10% and you only captured 6% because of bad timing, your doubling time went from 7.2 years to 12 years. Over 30 years, that's the difference between 4 doublings and 2.5 doublings. You lost a doubling and a half just by not staying calm. And that lost doubling could represent 40% to 60% of your total potential wealth. This is where most people fail. They do everything right. They pick good investments, they minimize fees, they contribute regularly. And then a recession hits, their account drops 30%, and they sell everything because they can't handle watching it go down. What they don't realize is that selling locks in the loss and resets their compounding clock to 0. They have to start over, and starting over in your 40s or 50s means you've lost the most valuable years for compounding. The investors who build serious wealth are the ones who understand that market downturns are temporary, but compounding is permanent. They don't panic, they don't sell. In fact, many of them buy more during downturns because they know they're getting assets at a discount, which will compound even faster when the market recovers. So now that we understand the factors, let's talk about what the actual fastest possible doubling time looks like in the real world. Because this isn't about theory, it's about what's actually achievable. For conservative investors using bonds or high-yield savings accounts, you're looking at 2% to 4% returns. At 3%, your money doubles every 24 years. That's extremely slow. Over a 40-year investing timeline, you barely get 2 doublings. This is safe, but it's not going to build significant wealth. For moderate investors using diversified stock and bond portfolios, you're looking at 6% to 8% returns historically. At 7%, you double every 10 years. Over 40 years, that's 4 doublings. Your $10,000 becomes $160,000. Better, but still not extraordinary. For aggressive investors focusing heavily on stocks, particularly index funds tracking the S&P 500, historical returns have averaged around 10% per year. At 10%, you double every 7.2 years. Over 40 years, that's 5 to 6 doublings. Your $10,000 becomes $320,000 to $640,000, depending on exact timing. Now we're talking about real wealth building, but here's where it gets really interesting. For investors willing to take on more concentration and risk, returns of 12% to 15% are achievable through carefully selected growth stocks, sector funds, or small cap value strategies. At 12%, you double every 6 years. At 15%, every 4.8 years. Over 40 years at 15%, you could see 8 doublings. That turns $10,000 into $2,560,000. One single initial investment. No additional contributions, just letting it compound at a higher rate for more cycles. And for the truly aggressive, venture capital, early-stage startups, or concentrated positions in high growth, companies can produce 20% to 30% annual returns for those who can stomach the volatility and risk. At 20%, you double every 3.6 years. At 30%, every 2.4 years. These are the returns that create generational wealth, but they come with massive risk. Most people who chase these returns fail because the volatility destroys their discipline. One bad year can wipe out 3 good ones. So what's realistic? For most people, the fastest sustainable doubling time is somewhere between 5 and 7 years. That means targeting annual returns in the 10% to 12% range through a combination of stock-heavy portfolios, low fees, tax efficiency, and regular contributions. It's aggressive enough to generate serious wealth, but stable enough to maintain through market cycles without panicking. If you can achieve a 7-year doubling time, and you start at 25 with $10,000 plus $500 monthly contributions, by the time you're 65, you're looking at well over $2 million. That's the power of shortening your doubling cycles by just a few years and staying consistent. But here's the secret that changes everything. The real wealth isn't built in the first few doublings. It's built in the last ones, because compounding is exponential, not linear. The first doubling takes you from $10,000 to $20,000. The fourth doubling takes you from $80,000 to $160,000. The seventh doubling takes you from $640,000 to $1,280,000. Each doubling adds more absolute dollars than all the previous ones combined. This is why most people never see the real magic. They start investing, watch their accounts grow slowly for 10 or 15 years, and they get discouraged because the numbers don't feel big enough. What they don't realize is that they're in the slow part. The exponential curve hasn't bent upward yet. They're 3 doublings in, but they need to get to 5 or 6 before the numbers start feeling unbelievable. And most people quit right before that happens. The investors who make it to the end, who stay invested through 30 or 40 years, who let their money compound through 6 or 7 or 8 doublings, those are the ones who retire with millions. Not because they were smarter, not because they had more money to start with, but because they understood that the last doublings are worth exponentially more than the first ones, and they had the discipline to wait for them. So here's the bottom line. The fastest possible way to double your money with compounding is to maximize your rate of return within your risk tolerance, minimize all forms of friction, like fees and taxes, contribute regularly to feed the compounding machine, start as early as possible to maximize the number of doubling cycles, and maintain absolute discipline to never interrupt the process. If you do all 5 of those things, you can realistically double your money every 5 to 7 years. And if you can do that consistently over 30 or 40 years, you'll build wealth that most people think is impossible. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, it's a get-rich-certain plan. The math works, the data proves it. And the only question is whether you're willing to start now and stay consistent. Because every day you wait is another day of compounding you're losing. And every doubling cycle you miss costs you exponentially more wealth than the one before it. Subscribe if this changed how you think about money. Oh, anyway, I opened a new completely free community where I explain how to create and scale your YouTube channel. After an experience with over 10 successful channels, there I will give you all my strategies and tips to monetize and scale your faceless YouTube channel, and I will help you step by step. Since YouTube is the golden opportunity of 2026 if done well, I'm waiting for you. Just a reminder, I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for educational purposes only, and any results depend on your own decisions and actions.